All right, what's up, guys? We've got a bunch of jig heads here. Pretty good pile of them I poured up. I got to deburr them, so I figured we'd hang out. While we do that, get a chair here. Maybe it won't be too tall. Yeah, turn it down there. Get everything situated. Maybe. Hey, what's up, Patrick? Hey, Mr. Goose. Got a bunch of ball head jigs poured up here. I got a deburr, so figured I'd set up and talk to some people while I'm doing it. Just 1/4 ounce and 1/8 ounce. I just poured a bunch of them, so just got a bunch of them to knock the burrs and stuff off of. The pot's cooled off and solidified, so wasn't no need for a respirator out here now. Thought we'd hang out. How are y'all doing? I just knocked where the sprue attaches. I just kind of round it off with that file, cleans it up. Check these out. Sophie and I got Thumpy's friend got a friend that he works with that does custom leather work, and he sent me and Sophie these wallets. And it's a wallet, but inside of it, it's a fly wallet. Check that out. Then there's, spots you can put your money and cards and license and whatever. But that'll hold all those jigs and flies. And the front, of course, got that big beetle. I love it. Pretty awesome. He made Sophie a pink one. The back there's got his logo stamped in it. It says Cades Maids Leather. He did a really good job. It's all stitched. Hey, Jeffro, how you doing? Yeah, he did an awesome job on them. I'm just set up, gonna deburr some jig heads. Wanted to show y'all those. Pretty neat. Need to move some stuff and have me a good pile here. Dylan is sick right now, so Sophie is inside holding him. See, whenever you pour these, the little sprue, of course, stays. I just hold the jig head with a pair of pliers and then grab that sprue, and I like to twist them off, but they come right off. Not a big deal, and it leaves just a little, kind of a discolored area, a little bit rough on top. Just a couple of strokes with the old file cleans them up nice. So it's a good, ready to rock jig head. That's a 1/4 ounce with a 1/0 mustad hook. Pretty cool. A website on the leather wallets? I don't believe so. I just contacted him through Instagram. Cades Maids Leather. Probably can't see that at all, but flip it around, maybe you can see it better. Yeah. Cades Maids Leather. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Like I said, the inside, just a bunch of spots for your jigs and flies and whatnot. Pretty cool. Hey, what's up, Wild Finn? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hey, Mr. Ted. Hope everybody's doing good. Yeah, I like these a lot. Pretty awesome. Like I said, I got the black one. Sophie's is the pink one, so. I'm just going to make a pile with these sprues. I think what I'll do is break a bunch of them off and then... Thank you. Get them all broke off and then deburr them all. Then I'll throw those, of course, throw those sprues back in the pot once I turn it back on. Melt them back down and pour something else out of them. It's just a little dude there. Just a couple of twists and it pops right off. And it leaves just the ball. You see the top's a little rough. That's what I always hit with the file. Yeah, we went to the lake this afternoon, or tonight, and man, the bugs coming off that light above me. Hey, hey. Yeah, went to the lake, but didn't have much luck. There was fish jumping everywhere, but I caught a bunch of sunfish. I was trying to hit some crappie, but nothing. No luck on them. I need a taller chair or a Hey, Mr. Alvin. Hey, if you would, can you email me, Alvin, email me your address so I can send out your package? Because you're the only one that I didn't get to ship out Saturday. Everyone else is shipped, but I did not have your address. Oh, you did? Okay, awesome. I'll look and make sure we got it, Mr. Alvin. It's naturalstatefishing18@gmail.com. Oh, the night of the drawing you did? We never did get it. I don't guess. If you could resend it, naturalstatefishing18@gmail.com. And then I apologize about not getting it, and we'll get it shipped out Tuesday morning. First thing, being that tomorrow's a holiday. Hey, Mr. Rod, how you doing? I'll show you. I've got a bunch of jig heads here poured up, and deburring them and breaking the sprues, breaking little sprues off there. These are 1/4 ounce. So they're pretty heavy, but look for email. What? hooksetmatt@hotmail.com. What? Hey, what's up, certified fishing nut? Welcome in. I don't know that I can check my email right now, Mr. Alvin, because I'm live on my phone. Oh, that's your email. Okay. All right, I'll have to look. I'll have to look, and maybe it went to junk mail for some reason. resend it. All right, thank you. Patrick, did you get to do any fishing today? I know you said you might have tried to get those Ned rig hooks out this weekend. You can almost break that stuff off by hand, but... Oh yeah, you can tell they're jig heads because of the way they are. No doubt. That was hilarious the other night, man. Cracked me up. Hoping Christmas, my family surprises me with a soft plastic starter kit and some molds. If anyone... I need to find some good baking clay. If anyone has a brand they know of. Not yet. Going out tomorrow with my boy. Awesome. Nice. Well, good luck, man. Sophie and I are going to go out. I'm going to go out in the morning at daylight. That's cool how neat that is. It's pretty neat. Lenny Pepperbottom nature walk's pretty hilarious. Yeah, we went, I'm going to go out in the morning at daylight. I've got the kayak. You can't see it. Kayak's in the back of my truck ready to go, so I kayaked around this afternoon. Man, I built this drop shot rig. It kind of looks like a sabiki rig for a pier. Let me go grab it. What's up, Youper? How you doing, my friend? Let me grab that rig and show y'all. It's pretty cool. It's a drop shot, just on a normal drop shot pole. You see those hair jigs? Got 3 of them there, down to the weight. So, you know, you're fishing it like that. Thought it was a pretty neat idea. But it's just 3 UV resin. See the way you tie them with that hook facing up. All 3 of the hooks are facing up, so if you get a bite, you ought to be able to hook them right in the center of the mouth. Pretty neat rig. But the fish didn't think so tonight, so the only thing I could catch anything on was my little, like a 64th ounce jig. Is that Modog's hair? Yeah, it's kind of like a sabiki rig, I guess, for the piers. I don't know. I think that's what it is, huh? Bunch of jigs. I don't know if anyone hadn't seen our wallets. We had a guy make us and send us these. They're just a kind of a trifold fly. It's a fly wallet. You can keep your licenses and whatever cash in there. And it's got spots to throw all your, which of course these are way too big, but it'll just sit. They just poke down in there like that. Those V's, they just press in. You can put a bunch of jigs in there and fold it up like that. Pretty neat. Oh, yeah. Awesome. We got it, Mr. Alvin. I screenshot it so that I won't lose it. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I love those wallets, man. I'm gonna load them down with like 64th ounce jigs, and that's gonna be my ultralight. The way I carry my ultralight. Have a pretty good pile of lead to go back in the pot here. Probably poured a couple hundred jig heads. Poured let's see, about 48 or 52 of those, my EWG Neds. Yes, sir, I got it, Mr. Alvin. I screenshot it, and we'll send yours out Tuesday. Like I said, thank you for resending that. We will get that to you. We appreciate you always being here and watching us. At the very end of our giveaway, there was a few people hung around. Sophie caught a really nice bass at the end of that giveaway video. I need to go like create it down into a short, because it was a nice one. Bunch of jigs. Oh, have a good night. Don't let the skeeters get you. All right, Mr. Rod, thank you for popping in here. I appreciate you hanging out with us. There's definitely some bugs flying around. I think in the morning I'm going to try to go to a lake that I don't go to a whole lot. Sophie actually doesn't even like the lake. It's just a small, like 60, maybe 40, 60 acres. Right in the middle of town. I'm going to go hit it in the morning. Didn't waste any time going fishing after the giveaway was over. No, she didn't. She was ready to go. I know we could go there and catch fish, because those are really good ponds. But I trying to get better at lake fishing. And right now the ultralights are so much fun on the lake that anything's a fight on there. I got some new line. It's 4 pounds still, but it's Mr. Crappie camo. And it kind of like changes colors every 6 inches or so probably. And it really disappears underwater. I like it a lot. What colors are you going to go with on these when they're done? Found a new place, canoe launch in the river that's got some good... Dude, that's awesome. Some good smallies sound like a blast. Our smallmouth fishing around here is not good. These are going to be kind of that red bug color. It's kind of a red, dark red, maroon with a bunch of flake. 10 of them are going to be that color. 10 of them are going to be green pumpkin. It's 4 in order. Mr. Crappie makes some good line. Awesome. Yeah, we went to the Lake Ouachita State Park yesterday, and we didn't make any video. We caught several panfish just off the bank. You know, like green sunfish mainly, and bluegill. Alright. What I kind of do on this is this is actually a fish cleaning sink. It's one of those tables that, you know, for filleting your fish. I just kind of make piles. These are all 1/8 ounce here. those were all quarters. And as I deburr them, or as I break the sprues off, I put them up here, and then I pile all the sprues up. Those will get remelted back into the pot. But once I file them and they're completely ready to be painted, I'll put them back over here. Just kind of move everything back and forth. Filing them. I'll try not to shake the table around. I'll try to keep my arms off the table. I just kind of round everything off where that sprue was attached so that it's good and smooth and there's not no rough edges or anything. It looks a little nicer. You could paint them just like this, but let me flip the camera around. I'll show you the difference on one that hadn't been broke off compared to one that has. If it'll focus on them. Yeah, let me see. You kind of see the difference. This one here has not been filed. This one has been filed. So it would be fine to leave them like this, but I don't like to. Especially like my own, I'm a little less picky. But this is actually like for somebody that spent their money, so to order from me, so I don't send out anything that's not good. And even this, I'll sit here and do this, and then Sophie will fill them before I paint them. And if there's any that are bad, they go off to the side, and I get to redo them because they don't. She's my final like quality check. Finally went with a fluid bed. Oh, nice. I want to eventually. I'm still stirring mine up every 3 or 4 paint, every 3 or 4 dips. Once I get an actual shop, I'll get a fluid bed. Those are pretty awesome. Did you buy one, or did you make one? I know you can make them with like the little bubble box aerators for like a small live well. Or of course you can buy them. The lead does, it's not fantastic to breathe. And I always wear a respirator. I've got a P100 that I wear whenever the pot's on. But for this, lead dust is super heavy. Lead is heavy, so it falls straight down the table. And I always wash my hands super good after. But Corey, man, got it from TJ Tackle, air pump, 2 cups for $54. That's awesome. Very nice, Jeffro. Corey, that pepper wore you out, bud. Yeah, you should have put the green eggs and ham on for sure. So Corey is actually the guy that put me in contact with Cade, the guy who made us these wallets. And he's a super nice guy. But yeah, Corey, you see that thing? It's got spots for everything. You got, of course, money, whatever licenses, and then spots to stick all your jigs. Put buttons so it stays fastened. Super nice. I love it. He did an awesome job. Yeah, he doesn't have a website as far as I know. He just has the Instagram was just Cades Mades. CADES MADES. Yeah, there you go. Hey, thanks, Certified. I appreciate it. Yeah, Corey, that's That's his Instagram there. Hey, what's up, Logan? How you doing, bro? Just filing some jig heads down, hanging up. Got the 2-cup pump. The 1 cup is $34. That's awesome, man. That's a good deal for sure. Doing 2 cups at a time is nice too. One of these days I'll go live while I'm pouring lead, but you won't be able to hear real well because due to the respirator. But you can I'll go live or maybe just make a video of it so you can kind of see the process. I don't have any molds or anything out here right now. I always keep my molds inside. All right. So Corey, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate that pepper? It looked about like a 17. It was pretty hot. You handled it very, very well. I would have been crying. A 7, really? All right, Mr. Patrick, thank you, sir, for coming in here and hanging out with me tonight. Hope y'all have a good evening, and good luck tomorrow at the river, man. Y'all have fun, most importantly. I figure while I'm sitting here, I might as well go live and try to get a few more hours on the watch time. Hey, Terry, how you doing? Welcome in. I appreciate it. I'll make you a moderator here so that you can pick up the other channels here. If there's somebody you don't have, that makes it easier for you to get the link. You can just click on their name and go to channel. Plus, the more mods that we have in here together, then if some crazy person comes in or spam robot comes in, it's just more people that has the opportunity to kick them. Corey, tonight I caught about, probably 10 or 12, 8 or 10 sunfish, a bunch of green sunfish mainly, at the lake on a 64th ounce jig. But I was on my kayak and I was kayaking back and forth across the dam. They were all in the rocks. Pure ghost pepper was hotter than the cross. But who's to know until they eat it? I'll take your word for it. No problem. I'm not going to eat it. Yakking rocks, yep. Yeah, there's going to be a few just solo videos from me coming out on the kayak. Dylan's been a little under the weather and staying real close to Mama, so. We've got a tournament at the end of this month that actually we're hosting. but it's only through the machine shop that I work at. It's gonna be a Kentucky Derby on Lake Washita. Only spotted bass count. No largemouth, no smallies. The limit on that lake for spotted bass is 16 per person. So you'll be able to have 32 per boat. And it's winner take all, heaviest combined weight of your 32 fish limit. So it'll be fun. And then at the end of it, we're gonna have a huge fish fry. So that's the main thing. It's a cheap entry fee, $20 per boat. Kid just has tonsils and adenoids out with ear tubes placed. Oh man, long weekend. That ain't no good. No fun. We'll be praying for a quick recovery for him. It may have been for Soraya, for her. Absolutely, yeah. We went to Lake Washita yesterday, to the Lake Washita State Park, and went out to the marina, and the guy was, I actually ended up buying some more crappie line there, because I was just about to spool myself out whenever I was casting. So, oh, all my kids have had this done. Baby boy's just the last one. Oh, he's 5. Awesome. I always tell people I have a feed or two of smallmouth up here in Ontario as soon as the season opens, last Saturday in June. Absolutely delicious. Awesome, yeah. I don't know that I've ever ate a smallmouth. I've seen people eat them, of course, on YouTube videos and stuff, but they're not quite as plentiful, I don't think, as they are in the northern swing. Full of flavor, very nice. We're allowed to keep them here, so if I get into a mess with them one day, I'll have to try them. These jig heads are 1/4 ounce on a 1/0 hook. They're big. As the season would get into summer, they'll likely have worms. Oh, yeah. Here's somebody coming up the mountain behind the house here. We kind of live, the road that we live on, we live on the side of a mountain, so it's like the top of the mountain, the road, our house, and then down to the bottom where you fish, Terry. I don't know where that's at. He's not behind the house. Way back off in the distance. Just a loud truck. Got 3 more, and then we'll be breaking sprues off again. All right. Quarter ounces are done. Lakes, rivers. Oh yeah. I don't even know how many of these we had. I just poured all this size hooks I had just to kind of build up a stock. The order was only for 60. I poured, there's probably a couple hundred or maybe 150 of these. 3 hours above Toronto, Ontario. Generally fish Great Lakes for trout and salmon. We have ample smallmouth and largemouth fishing. Creek fishing for speckled trout and brown trout. That sounds incredible. Yeah, that sounds really, really nice. Sophie and I talked about coming to Oklahoma tomorrow morning sometime, just to try to find some fish. But we're wanting to do a magnet fishing video too. And we thought about hitting up a marina somewhere, magnet fishing around the docks and seeing if anyone lost anything over this holiday weekend. I don't even know what kind of bug that is. Is this a mayfly? I don't know. It's not a mayfly. Well, does anyone recognize what that is? I don't know what it is. Almost looks like a stink bug or something, but all right, go on, buddy. Be free. I got the smallmouth hat here. Tackle Talk Bass Fishing Podcast hat. Got a smallmouth on there. But I don't catch many. But that guy the podcast guy, host, is from Ohio. He does some really nice smallmouth fishing up there. I was out Friday morning at the lake on the kayak, and there was a guy on a John boat, and we were kind of in the same area. He was probably 60 years old, no electronics or anything, of course, on his John boat. And he didn't even have a motor. He was also paddling. We were only on like a 200-acre lake, so it's not a huge lake or anything. But I got within, I don't know, 40 or 50 yards from him on the kayak. He was fishing we were in a small like cove area. I was fishing one side and he was fishing the other, and we were kind of going towards. Anyway, he was asking if I had caught anything. Told him no, just a couple of like sunfish, whatever. But he was set up trying to like catch crappie. And it's at the same lake that our Arkansas state record crappie is out of. But he he said they're in there, but they're just hard to catch. I need Thumpy or Domingo to come show me how to catch them, I guess, because I ain't every once in a while we'll catch a bunch of crappie out there, but not very often. I've heard the way to do it out there, and I need to try this. I had an old man from work tell me the way to catch the crappie, I would have to travel 3 hours east for a crack at crappie. In 51 years, you've never caught one. Oh, wow. That's a pretty good drive over, too. 3 hours, a long ways to drive for one crappie. But this guy said that the way to catch those crappie at this lake, it's Lake Wilhelmina, is to take a lantern, go out there at night, because there's a bunch of stumps. I mean, this is just nothing but flooded timbers, all this entire lake is. He said, take a lantern that gets hot. Definitely on your bucket list. He said, take a lantern that gets hot and light it. You know, hang it off of one of those stumps and light it and let it be burning. And then back up within casting distance of that lantern. And the bugs will come and hit the lantern and fall in the water. And then minnows will come, and then the crappie will come, eat the minnows. And he said it will be lights out crappie fishing, just as good as you could imagine for 30 or 40 minutes. And then after that, he said it'll go back to nothing. But once all those minnows move in to eat those dead bugs, I need to go try it. Hey, Ellen B, how you doing? Welcome in. Make you a moderator so you can pick up. And then the crappie eat the green eggs and ham. Yeah, he said just take live bait, you know, and throw it. Smart fishing, yeah, definitely. I need to try it out. It'd be awesome to catch about 20, 15-inch crappie. They're definitely in there, but like that guy said, it's tough. All I'm doing is breaking these sprues off the top of these jig heads. Don't you have a Facebook page? We have Rock Creek Bait Company. It's our, bait business side. It has a Facebook page. And then we just have a personal page. We don't have a Natural State Fishing Facebook. If you want to find us, you're welcome to. Just search Matthew and Sophie Meade, M-E-A-D-E. That's our personal page. It was lightning tonight behind us, kind of to the south of us. Oh yeah, wired for crappie, definitely. Does he throw the? I can't remember the brand. I've seen them. Something head. I don't remember what it is. Something head jigs. I can't remember. I've seen a bunch of them at a shop. Yeah. You either. So that the Next Cast YouTube channel that fished with Matt on, I think it was like Telco Lake. Mr. Jim from the Next Cast he's a nice guy as well. He orders a lot of our little jigs, and he just ordered like 70 of our 1/80th ounce. We sent them out like last week, and he will be having an ultralight pan fishing video coming out, or series probably. Bonehead tackle. That's the name of it. Bonehead, I believe. I knew it would hit me. Old enough, I can't remember yesterday. Yeah, bonehead tackle. He's incredible on live scope. So we don't have the electronics that he has yet. One day I'll have it, of course, but for right now we just have the side imaging and down imaging and stuff. So we can find a brush pile. We just can't see our lure live. Yeah, I like watching him a lot too. Matt does really good on crappie. Crappie and like huge shell cracker. Big Ken Thompson. I haven't seen Ken Thompson in Tennessee tying custom crappie jigs. That guy's talented. I haven't seen him. I'll have to look for him. He goes under Big Ken jigs. Okay. Yeah, I'll look him up. Alright. Wheelchair bound and tying stunning jigs. Awesome. Dave from Double Hook Angling does really awesome work as well. There's a frog. Jumped up on the... Oh, missed one. Alright. Oh yeah, for sure. Alright, Jeffro, yeah, for sure. I imagine my wife already seen it. She's inside. But all of our Facebook stuff goes to her phone. So as soon as I get inside, I'll get back with you. I appreciate you reaching out to us. Get these all slicked off here and we'll be done. Show you how many sprues we can count here. Maybe that'll stay. Y'all won't fall. There's the pile of sprues. $20, $25, $30, $35, $40, $45, $50, $55, $60, $65, $70, $75, $80, $85, $90, $95, $104. Not quite as many as I thought. I think like maybe 4 of them, 5 of them were already deburred, so like 108 maybe. On your Facebook page, send a message. Love to come down south and chase crappies with you guys. That would be awesome. It's crazy that it's so awesome that you want to catch crappie. Probably just as bad as we want to come up north and catch giant smallmouth. Those guys like Matt and all of them from Tennessee, those guys are nuts. And Corey, if you watch Thumpaholic, this guy that's on here, he does a lot of awesome crappie fishing. We have another friend, Domingo, fishing with Domingo. He does a lot of really good crappie fishing. Domingo has live scope on his kayak, and that man will go out and tear them up down in Texas, on those Texas lakes. He'll go out on big lakes like Ray Roberts. Tear the crappie up on his kayak. Pretty awesome to watch. And he makes all his own hand ties as well. Yeah, we're big salmon and trout for sure. Yeah, our trout, we've got some trout fishing videos on our channel, but they're 8-inch stock trout because they're not native here. Still a ton of fun and something to do in the wintertime when the bass fishing's a little slower. So yeah, Arkansas, any Arkansans heard about Lake Conway? They're definitely draining it. They opened one gate September the 1st, and it's gonna go down about 6 inches per week, they said. And for right now, and then depending on fall rains, they might open a few more gates and go ahead and empty it. It's going to be a 5-year renovation on the lake, building a new dam. So there'll be no water in Lake Conway, period. There's a bunch of tagged fish and stuff in there, but I mean, it's like a 3-hour drive for Sophie and I to go over to Lake Conway because we're on the very western side. We're like 10 miles from Oklahoma. So Conway is like dead center of our state. But yeah, they opened the gate on it September the 1st. Started draining them, so. Jeffro. Oh yeah, I got your email, Jeffro, as well. Yeah, I'll holler at you. I'll talk to you about it here after. We would catch 5 to 15 pound lake run rainbows. That's crazy. 25 to 35 pound Chinook salmon. Do you hunt? I do hunt. I used to be a lot more into hunting. Now I will harvest about 2 or 3 deer per year just for the family and for the freezer and whatever. We have 30 acres here. I live on 30 acres that Sophie and I own. And we're blessed to live. We border the Washita National Forest, and deer are pretty easy to get to come in, so I don't have a lot of scouting or any of that, so we don't even have that kind of content on our channel or anything. But I used to be a lot bigger into bow hunting. I've killed several deer with a compound. I used to have a Matthews Chill R. I recently, a couple years ago, sold it, and now I just have a crossbow. But killed a pretty good 9-point, went like 135 inches. And one side's really stunted. He would have been a big, beautiful 10. Up in Kentucky, when I was working up there, I used to weld on the road. and I bought my Kentucky hunting license because we were up there during bow season. Was able to harvest a nice deer. We're close to Central Arkansas. I wasn't expecting that. Lots of controversy about draining the lake with big fishermen. Oh, for sure, L&B. Yeah, it's gonna be empty for 5 years so that what they're doing is right now they just have like a small gate spillway style with like 8 gates. I think they're gonna build like an actual dam. Yeah, if you're close to Central Arkansas, there's a bunch of tagged fish in the lake. If y'all are ever out, it's still perfectly safe right now to get your boat in. They are saying it's time to pull the boats off the docks, get the boats out. If you're just leaving them docked over the winter or something, because they'll be sitting on dry land for 5 years, if not. But yeah, if y'all are out, might as well go see if you can snag you a $500 bluegill. It'd be pretty cool. Oh, a couple of buddies that have come down to Arkansas for wild pigs. Nice. Yeah, I've killed a hog. More down south Arkansas. We actually seen one run across the road in front of us onto our land like a couple of weekends ago. That was probably 150 pound. It was a pretty good sized pig. It was just one, but I killed one with a 7mm. Oh, it's been 6 or 8 years ago, but what needs to be done needs to be done. But that's a great lake. It absolutely is a good lake. It's sad because of all of the cypress trees and the a ton of wildlife. I mean, it's not just going to affect the fish, it's going to affect the whole ecosystem over there in Central Arkansas with turtles and reptiles and herons and, I mean, frogs. Everything is going to impact. I'm not going to say necessarily suffer, because animals have a way to figure out their own. But yeah, it's pretty wild. The AGFC, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, has some information about Lake Conway on their website. Hey, what's up, Big Malone? How you doing, Travis? Yeah, I got a few of them here. We just counted 104. 1/4 ounce on 1/0, and then 1/8 ounce on a number 1. We're just about done. I just busted all the sprues off and deburring them and whatever, so yeah, it is pretty sad, but it's pretty awesome still at the same time. Like, it'll be, it's going to be 10 years before it's back to being a good fishery, but that 10-year period that we're going to, the locals around there are going to suffer, it'll be worth it in the very long run. But as of right now, it is sad. As of now, we have some hogs in Alberta and Saskatchewan. Figured out how to survive our winters. Oh, they have. That's crazy that they can survive y'all's winters. That's insane. 10 years, I'll be close to 40. Man, I feel you. I'll be 30 next month. It is September, and my birthday is October, and I'll be the big 30. We gotta get the bass boat out again here. Sophie and I were talking about that. We got those straps and everything put on them, and I need to get it out and go fishing again. We've got that tournament in a couple weeks, so we'll definitely have some a bass boat video coming from it. But 30, I remember those days. I'm 51 and getting old like Ugly Dog. Travis and LMB, I don't know if y'all were in here, show you guys. Travis might be at work, but check out these wallets that we were sent. It's from Corey's buddy, Cade. He works with him at I believe he works with him at the University of Oklahoma, or Oklahoma State University maybe. But this is a wallet. You know, it's got pockets and stuff you can put your stuff in. But also a spot for jigs. You can throw, you know, you can put a bunch of jigs in there, and it just kind of pinches the hook, and then once you close it up, they'll stay in there. It's pretty awesome. I like it a lot. It's got that big beetle on there. Cade's Maids. He did a really good job on it. Thank you, Jeffro. Hey, I got your email too. I'll holler at you here as soon as I'm done with these. I just got a handful more, and then I'm gonna get off here and go inside and wash my hands and get all this cleaned up. Maybe paint a few, but these actually go really quick as far as painting, because whenever I paint them, I just hold them by the eye so that we don't get any paint on the eye. I hate when my eyes are clogged up, so I never send out any jigs with clogged up eyes. (11:13 p.m.) It's 10:13 right now here. I'm Central Time. Yeah, it's 10:13 p.m. here. Older I get, the more I realized time waits for no one. Those are sweet, like a fly box. Yeah, no doubt. Time don't wait, for sure. I think Goose is 2 hours behind. It's probably 8:14 there where he's at. No, he's probably just 1 hour, actually. Yeah, he'd be mountain time, probably. One hour? Nice. Yeah, Ron. Hey, Leroy. What's up? Welcome in. Yeah, Ron is the same. And Big Malone, too, I believe, would be the same as you. Leroy, we're just about done. I'm just cleaning up some jig heads I poured this afternoon. I think we counted 104. There was a few that I already had got, so probably about 108. Good old 11/16, yep. It's 10/15, 10/16 here, so. I'm just filing the piece off where the sprue was attached. Got 2 more. Yeah, old Labor Day, tomorrow I'm gonna go hit a little lake in the morning, try to catch some. I may just take my ultralight pole and just, if I catch a bunch of sunfish, then that'll be cool. If I find some crappie, that would be really cool. If not, then I'll be happy with just a bunch of sunfish. Be pretty fun. Watching for a while, working on a washing machine. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you having it playing. Boogity, 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 boys. Absolutely. Anyway, that's it for that. Put all these sprues back in the old lead pot. And yeah, we have Labor Day tomorrow. Oh yeah, Jeffro, we got that tournament coming up. We'll be out. The boat's right here. Of course, it's covered and full of stuff. Dylan's Jeep down there, but Sophie had a flat tire, so I had to bust the air compressor out, and I got my lead pot and stuff over there right now. After it cools off, I throw it up there. But yeah, she's hanging out. I've got some, I think my transducers are going bad. They're oozing like a weird black sticky goo. It can't be good. I don't know what it is. It's insane. Of course, my Helix transducer's fine, but painting lures all day, filling orders, that's good, Goose. That's awesome. It's a good problem to have, to be busy. We've got, yeah, not good. No, not good. Both transducers are doing it. I've looked into it, and I don't know, everything I can find online just says like, yeah, it just has that goop in there. So you run the Helix 7, that's what I have also. I actually caught it it was on sale for $499. Usually they're $699. I got it for $499, so I picked it up, and I love it. It's the Mega SI, everything, so it's a good graph. Throw that stuff back in the lead pot. And Travis, I showed off a rig earlier you'll think it's pretty neat. Ouch, I told you about it, but it's that drop shot. Got the hair jigs. Down to the weight. You think that'll work? Like that? I think it'll work. I don't know how y'all hook your drop shot up, but I always put my weight on that on the hook keeper, and then just let the bait run down the pole. I'm gonna get all these sprues picked up and put back in the old pot. That's a good, I don't know, pound maybe? put them back in there and they'll fill up. But they'll melt down next time I turn the pot on. Raked it right off into my chair there. That was brilliant. All right, what do we got? Let's see. Paid 1,000 Canadian, so 750 American. Oh yeah, yeah. It was on sale for 499 American dollars, so it was pretty good deal. Direct sunlight for long periods of time will cause overheating and leaking. It's not in direct sunlight. It's under the carport. It 100% of the time, if we're not fishing, stays under the carport. But it's just been excessively hot this summer, and maybe that cooked them. I don't know. As long as the helix works, it'll be all right. The other ones are just the small little. Man, big old bug just hit me right in the leg. Would love to run live imaging, but we'll wait until it gets cheaper. The older transducer for Panoptics for live scope. I think it's like the 32, or I think there's a 32 and a 34. The 32, the transducer and the black box is on sale right now at Bass Pro for $999. But that does not come with a graph, and the helix is not compatible, of course, with it. So I would have to pick up like a Garmin, like a 93 SV or something. It's about $1,200. So looks good. I want to throw it. Oh yeah, I want to throw it. I'm gonna rig me up something like that one day. Yeah, for sure. You should. Possibly with some of those crappie jigs. I thought about doing it with crappie jigs. I just made those little UV resin head flies for now, but I seen your rubber band on your last video with that big. I thought it was a 5. You said it's a 4. It looked like a good fish, man. It was awesome on a drop shot with that Helgramite. I seen that. It's been pretty hot this summer north of the border, also. Definitely a humid one for sure. I have a buddy that just moved. We live in like kind of west central Arkansas, but like the southern part of the United States for sure. We just have Louisiana and then the Gulf. So he moved to Havre, Montana, which is about 40 miles from the Canadian border. Been there maybe 3 weeks now, but he said it's been like pretty decently cool up there compared to here. But the winter time up there is going to be awful. Yeah, Montana. Yeah, he lives up there, so. He's like a tribal liaison for the USDA, between the USDA and like the reservation, just for like land improvement grants and stuff like that, so. Still pretty warm during the daytime. Yeah, no doubt. Well, I got all these jigs done. I'm gonna get back in there and check on Sophie and Dylan. That's used to be a wacky rig hook, and I bent it out, and that's what I used to clean the little hole in the bottom of my lead pot. It gets clogged up usually a lot, so I just run that hook up in there and wiggle it around, and then it pours out freely, so works good. But anywho, I need to get Sophie to cut my hair too. I get excited to talk with you guys down south. It would be fun. Oh man, I appreciate you being in here, Mr. Terry. That's awesome. Yeah, I appreciate you being up in here with us. I could take y'all inside and set up for the painting, but I don't know how the internet would be. Usually in the house, it gets splotchy. Buzz it off. Oh yeah, she does. It'll go down. Right now it's way long. It'll go down to a probably a number 6 or 7 guard. She'll put on the little clippers, and Dylan got him a truck just like mine. It's a that white Tacoma, but it's on the other side of the boat. But it looks pretty funny. It looks just like mine. That's Sophie's Rav behind me. Of course, it's pitch black dark out there, but pretty neat. I still got the birthday train hanging up here. From Dylan's party. Got a number 2 at one time. Oh yeah, get it real short. My father-in-law shaves his completely and keeps it like slicked off. Yeah. Probably nothing really else to show out here. Just normal fishing stuff piled all over the boat, and old birthday train. Yeah, we had a Thomas the Train birthday party for him last weekend. I just hadn't took that down yet. That's where I hang the old, I'm old and fat though. There's my father-in-law. That's where I hang my deer from. That's where they hang to clean. I clean them right here. Thomas the Train. I have a small fortune in that stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah, Dylan, he just turned 3 and he loves some Thomas the Train. Your young lad is 17 now. Awesome. Must have missed the birthday. Happy birthday, Dylan. Thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate you coming in here. Make you a moderator if you ever want to pick up any of these people's channels that's in here. It makes it easier, and that way all you gotta do is just click on them, and you can just click view channel, I believe. That way you don't have to have a link shared and any of that stuff. And if you ever see anybody coming here cussing or any of that mess, you can mute them, because we don't let any of that stuff on our channel. So, but thank you. I'll tell Dylan happy late birthday. He appreciates it. He's not feeling real great tonight. He's in there laying down with Mama. But we got our pastor at our church is praying, and of course we are, and everyone's praying for him. He'll be feeling better in the morning. He just never ever is sick. I mean, maybe 2 or 3 times since he's been born. So anytime he gets any kind of feeling bad at all, it's just like kind of crazy. We've been really, really blessed with a really healthy baby, so he's a healthy little dude. I guess they figure COVID's coming back. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they were talking about. Who knows? Got to put them bad folks in timeout. Hope he feels better soon. Some people just love to make a ruckus for no reason. Yeah, they do. No doubt. show off our fly wallets one more time, and then I think I'm gonna get out of here. Get in there and check on them, make sure Sophie doesn't need anything to drink or any of that stuff. Yeah, these I think I've showed. If anyone hadn't seen them, if you have, I'm sorry, you'll see them again. You're gonna see them a bunch on our channel because I'm gonna fill this thing up with our jigs, and I'm gonna throw these in my throw it in my back pocket. It's gonna come walking down the creek with me a lot. But I got a spot, you know, for a couple dollars or whatever. Bunch of jigs. You could even go tiny with like little nymphs or like a 1/80th jig. And then all that'll fit perfectly, like the 64th or even like I think even like a 1/16 would fit in there nicely. The way it's staggered is really nice. So you got that all in there and it's stitched in. What kind of bug is that? I honestly think that that's a dung beetle. I have absolutely no idea. Yeah, I think it's a dung beetle maybe. I have no clue. He just put it on there. He made one for me and then the pink one, of course, for Soph. I'm pretty sure it's a dung beetle. Anyone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he has a couple of different stencils that he's made. He has maybe like a dragonfly. Yeah, Goose said it is a dung beetle. I love it. I think it's so cool. Find out he has a Facebook page or a website. Let me know. I will, Jeffro, for sure. Yeah, it's just we traded him. I don't even know that he sells them yet. A Helgramite would be really cool. Yeah. I don't even know that he sells them. He said he was still working on getting his final, like, the way he wants them made. He said he was pretty happy with these, I believe, but I love it. I think they're perfect just like they are. But we traded a bunch of, or not a bunch, but we traded, I think we sent like 15 or 16 of our jigs to him, all 64th ounce. He wanted small for ultralight fishing, so he kind of told me what he valued his wallets at, and then I sent him that equivalent in jigs, so pretty cool. But he's a super nice guy. Seemed like it, so. But I will, if I find out he's got any kind of website or a Facebook page. The only thing I've got is his Instagram. And I tagged him on Instagram on our Natural State Fishing Instagram account, and put him on our story. It'll be there for 24 hours. If you find us, you can find him. But anywho, I'm getting ate up, guys. There's bugs and stuff everywhere, tearing me up. So I'm gonna get off here and go inside and see if Sophie needs anything, or Dylan, how he's feeling or whatever. Check his temperature and make sure he's good. So absolutely, Terry, thank you so much for being in here. Yep, y'all all have a good night, and be watching for video on Friday from us. I'll try to drop a few shorts and stuff throughout the week, but definitely have a video Friday. Oh, speaking of, Cade just messaged back on Instagram, said glad you like them. Awesome. Y'all too have a great Labor Day tomorrow. Everyone stay safe, and hopefully everyone who gets to go fishing, y'all can catch a bunch of fish. And Goose, painting lures, hopefully you get a bunch of lures painted tomorrow. So you do awesome work, Goose. I got to get your lures out and start fishing with them. But I was waiting for, as soon as the fall gets here and it gets a little better fishing, I'll get them out. But probably take them with me for that tournament for sure. But anyway, all right, guys, I'm gonna get off here. Thank y'all for hanging out, just sitting around deburring some jig heads. Wasn't the most exciting live in the world, I'm sure, but it's fun to get on here and talk with everybody. So I'm gonna end it, and we'll catch you guys on our next adventure. Later.